Alright, we are back with another book video. The reason these don't come out very often is because I am not reading that much, so go me. I'm in like the world's worst reading slump because it doesn't stop. I've picked up so many books this year. I mean, I feel like I haven't really read anything since like November. So like I told you in my Goodreads update, I have read a majority this year of graphic novels. For some reason, they count for less for me. So we are on the month of September, and I am proud to say that I actually read a book in August. A book. I read a children's comic book, but it is Rutabaga, the Adventure Chef, and I think it's hilarious. It is part SpongeBob, part I don't know, its own thing, because the humor is kind of SpongeBob-esque in the way that, like, older people are going to find it funny, as well as small children. You can read most of it actually online, which I'll try, if I remember, I'll try to link it. But it is really worth picking up the little hardbound color version, because all the ones online are in black and white. But the color versions are definitely worth it. You should try it. 5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was hilarious. I did read most of it online before I had ordered it for my library, so I'm gonna buy it personally because I think it's so cute. So that was my book that I read in August. But now, it is September, and I am going to start reading again. Yeah, we're gonna try, but I don't know if it'll work. I do have a pile of books, all of which I would love to get to in the month of September. I will be happy if I read one of these in the month of September. I'm going to show you the books that I do want to get to in September, and hopefully I will get to one of them. Yeah. So something that I like to do when I'm kind of in a reading slump is pick up something super fluffy, and to me that usually means an adult fluffy book because they don't require much thought. So I picked up Dead Until Dark, which, and if you haven't heard about this, is what True Blood was inspired by. This is a library copy. Oh yeah, going library. But I picked this one up because I kind of like paranormal books, and I thought, you know, it was good enough to make a True Blood series out of. It's little book, fluffy. Let's read it. Also have to return to the library, so, you know, that's always a good motivator. The next thing that I picked up is actually also from the library, and doesn't really count as a book so much as it is somebody reading me the book, which we'll see if that's gonna work out better. But this is The Replacement, and I have been meaning to read this since probably sometime last year when I got offered a free copy of this book, and I picked another one instead. But this one has always been in the back of my mind like, that sounds really creepy, we should read that. And I mean, you look at the front of it. That's like got knives and stuff hanging in front of a bassinet. Oh, the guy who they have reading it is a really creepy guy from Law & Order. The third book that I have picked up recently that I haven't gotten around to reading yet, even though it is like right up my alley and I would love to get to it and maybe even talk to you guys about this one, is Stiff. Now this is not necessarily for everybody. This is The Curious Lives of Human Cadavers by Mary Roach. Mary Roach? Yes, Mary Roach. It literally is about the journey that your dead body goes through after you have died, and, you know, where you go and what happens. This is a really, really interesting writer. I've learned about her from the podcast Radiolab in the episode Guts, which is one of my favorite episodes, so if you haven't listened to that or you don't know about Radiolab, go check that out because this is really interesting, and she is interviewed a little bit, and I might review it not only on this channel but also on Field Notes because this is an anthropology book and the channel is really lacking some anthropology at the moment, so I thought maybe if I read this I can review it on Field Notes instead. So the next book that I have picked out for September is actually The Silkworm by Robert Galbraith, otherwise known as J.K. Rowling. It is the second in the Cormoran Strike, like, murder mystery series. I picked it up because it was 99 cents hardback at Goodwill, and I was like, yup. I read The Cuckoo's Calling last year, really liked it. I'm not usually one for mysteries, she says that she has like 3 creepy mystery books. The writing and the character of Cormoran Strike and his assistant, whose name escapes me, but their like dynamic is really funny, and I really like the assistant because she's kind of funny and like excited to do weird stuff, which I always find really interesting. So anyway, I think the character's really cool, and I really do want to get to this sooner rather than later, because it is a really good series and I do want to continue with it. Finally, the book that I have picked out that is a long stretch for me, is a long way off. It's a long shot. That's the phrase I'm desperately searching for. The last book I have picked out that is a long shot that I will get to actually reading it, because I have been meaning to read this book for like 2 years and I haven't done it yet, so I don't know why September is going to be any different. But it's The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. Again, sounds really creepy and post-apocalyptic, because it's, you know, it's post-apocalyptic where like women are used for breeding, and that's like a really creepy idea. When you start thinking about it, you're like, what? I really want to get to this. I haven't read anything by her, I think, in like years. That is all the books that I am hoping to get to in September. I have no idea if I will get to these books. I would really like to. I would really like to start reading again. Thank you for sticking around on my vlog channel as we go through all sorts of phases as to what I'm actually going to put on here. If there are one of these books that you particularly want to see me having read and reviewed, then let me know down below. You can comment down there and tell me which one. I will see you all next week with another video about going back to school. Maybe. I have no idea. Is that the next video I'm making? I don't know. I'm wearing the same outfit because I filmed it before this, but then decided September TBR is more appropriate on September. I'll see you all next time. Bye!